is on the air. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Los Angeles Rams. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That gain on third down, good for 28. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. First carry now for Pierre Strong. He'll take this to the 46. You talk about this Rams defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Second down and 8. Here's Strong one more time. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Watson on first down. And his throw here is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Second and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Well, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Now a toss running left, Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's taken at around the 40. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The danger of a punt that good? A 16-yard return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. You talk about this Rams defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On 1st down, it's Watson. He's got Akins, the tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Atwell now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Now a 2nd and 10. Chubb will get the call, running left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Watson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Watson now to throw. And that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let it just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And the Rams at 1-10 now on the year. And they come in mired in a brutal stretch right now, losers of 8 straight games.
Could you imagine being in those coaches' rooms right now? And you remember the old expression, there's no such thing as a bad idea? That's really true right here. They're searching for any idea, anything that can galvanize this team and find a victory and get them out of this losing spin.
A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. They'll toss this right side to Cam Akers. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Going right back to Akers. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. A first carry for Trenton Cannon, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, here's Cannon. Oh, eluding the tackle. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
They begin this drive with Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2. Watson off play action. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Deep ball for Goodwin. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 33. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. He got 29 yards that time. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. Now a toss play for Akers. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second down and 4.
Hey, middle.
To throw is Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And Kupp going to pick up a Rams first down as he'll take this down to the 26. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
50-50.
They'll go again here with Akers. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, here's a run by Akers. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Marr is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
Drive about to get started. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Out of the gun, Watson. Man open, it's Goodwin. The pickup there, 5 yards. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On first down, Watson. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
The slot man in motion right. The final shot before the break, Watson. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
But that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Atwell now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
22!
Here's Stafford now on second down. That'll be caught. It's caught. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. They give up the middle to Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Monday.
Now Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 24-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. Shifts by him. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. 58 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. On the give, this is Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he returns this to the 22. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. And again, it's Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson looking deep in the direction of Cooper. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. Gets past one man. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now a give. Akers running left. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he is going to lose yardage here. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick 47. This one looks good as well. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking for is...
Here's a 2nd and 5. They run it again with Chubb. And down he'll go at the 25. 46 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cooper, the man in motion right. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. who's going to make the stand here. Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try again with Chubb. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. Touchdown! Marquise Goodwin from 3 yards out.
And the Browns will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Atwell now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. This is 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers.
There he goes, left side.
And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as he gets it up past the 35.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to get it back here just past the 35.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel down should be enough to finish this one off. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive.
And he will have a Browns 1st down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. And Watson's going to throw it here. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Marquise Goodwin with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Browns are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Atwell now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Juan Thornhill.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. Throwing now, Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 23 yards on the play. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. This one swung outside to Strong. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
31.
From the gun, here's Watson. Looking Strong's way again, and he's got it. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Back to throw, Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone